Real conversations, real solutions, real success.
Success is my religion.
I go hard. Try to knock me down, you can't count me out. Work hard. No days off, I don't get no sleep. I go hard. I won't lose. You won't lose. You won't lose. How to execute.
Welcome to another episode of the Porch on the Success is My Religion podcast network. I'm here with CJ, the chosen one,
Oh yeah,
and
I'm
I'm
okay.
the success engineer. And shout out to my friend Larry. It was his birthday yesterday. CJ got a birthday coming up.
Yeah.
My cousin's husband's birthday, it was yesterday as well. So shout out to them. And yeah, big shout out to Larry for doing that song for us.
Mm-hmm.
He did it like 8 years ago. Like, this is a long time in the making. Like, I've been piecing all of this stuff together for a long time, CJ. Like, this is not a
It's coming together quite nicely.
You think so? I hope so, because
It's like Legos. I'm a big Lego guy, so
oh yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
We're
so
we're, we're following the instructions, people. So it's gonna look like the picture we promised.
well, uh
Oh, hold up! I want to shout out my uncle. His birthday was on Saturday.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot
Maybe
of June babies. Shout out to all the June babies.
man, forget them June babies.
Mhm. The champions of the year.
Oh yeah, the Knicks won the finals.
They won the finals against my wishes.
You
But
know that young
I
team.
can't,
You
I
know the
can't
young
argue with
team.
it.
The young team wasn't gonna win that. I already
They
knew
were,
that.
they were balling.
They were balling, but
They were balling. But
but but
that
they needed to be honed a little bit more. Like, you know, you can't sustain the 3-point shot like that all through that game.
well,
Those games.
I've heard that there was some kind of a distinction roster moves where people wasn't getting played in the fourth quarter and they was hot. But I knew the Knicks were going to be a problem when I saw they came back on the Cavs, and then
And 22-point lead.
they never looked back. I said, "Oh,
And they won like 14 straight playoff games.
yeah." Besides, when Trump decided he wanted to make it about him, oh, I'm here, no brigade, no parties outside. I guess they really shut it down when he was over there.
Oh, that's what you was talking about. I didn't know what he was
Yeah,
talking about.
and they
He was
they
saying
they lost that game, and he didn't show back up.
they
It's
said
like,
thank you, but no thank you,
he
huh?
might show back up at the next Knicks game. Let's wrap this up in San Antonio. These cats don't want to win, protect the lead. It look like 2K sometimes. Just, oh yeah, this the guy was just like, yeah, you built up a big lead, but I played in real
Yeah.
life. I'm about to
I'm
just walk you down.
yeah, I'm gonna cut into this league. But a lot of it could be this is my sports analysis right here. If you win early, you how do I put this? Because you can see it more in football, but like, people that win young
Mhm.
usually can't sustain the long term longevity of winning at that caliber for a long time because they don't really know how they won. They was just like, this is good, you know, and then they need to make adjustments. So they might have hit their peak already in that win or in that finals or whatever, but there's still some when you win, you think you don't like that's probably the worst thing that can happen to you is to win early
Mhm.
is because you don't think that you have anything to work on is the main problem with
Oh.
winning early because people go and win early, they get good jobs early. They get all of these different things, and they don't think they need to work on anything. So the longevity is cut short because they're not making the adjustments. But somebody that loses consistently, not saying that you want to lose, like
No,
at that,
no, we're not promoting that.
nah, win by any means. But like even if you win, like make
Learn.
sure that
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
learning
yeah.
and don't get full of yourself that you don't have anything to work on because what I was explaining to a kid the other day, I was like, Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, I was talking about me being a life coach, and I was like, there's a dude named Tim S. Grover that nobody knows of, and he trained both of them. Like they hired him to train them.
Oh, wow.
You don't know who Tim S. Grover is?
Uh-uh.
Oh, yeah. So he was Michael Jordan's trainer. He specifically like he didn't train nobody else. Michael Jordan paid him to train him. Yeah.
Mm,
He paid him so that he wouldn't train anybody else. That's how
mm.
good this dude is.
Okay.
And so he trained Kobe Bryant too. Uh, but that's who I am. Tim S. Grover is who I am to these kids in high
Ah,
school and college. Like
okay.
I'm the one back in the back. I had my chance to be great in the public eye or whatever, or it didn't pan out that way. But I have a certain set of skills and way of thinking that can help you be great and
Mhm.
continue to be great for the long term. So that's why I was like, dude, I'm that I'm that dude. Like I don't even want to be in the limelight. Like he just recently like he wrote a book a few years ago and wrote another book. I haven't gotten to read the second book, but Relentless is a great book. He
Relentless.
talks about how he trained Michael Jordan and how to be relentless in life and
Hmm.
now he goes
Let me
around
see
and
if it's
speaks.
on the app.
What'd you say? Oh, it
See
is.
on the Libby app. Relentless.
Yeah. It's on the app. And if you don't have a library card,
Get one,
get
please.
one.
Please get one.
Get one, it's free.
No,
Audible,
don't.
like,
No,
don't
you're gonna scare them away.
because we don't value
Cause,
free,
cause,
right?
cause it's free. It costs you $1.50 that you can donate.
To us. Give us $1.50
And
for giving you
we'll get you your library cards. Don't worry about it. It's on us. You
the
give us the money and we make it happen.
Yeah, we need about 1,000,000 of y'all to do
Yeah.
that.
Library's on us. And we don't worry about the renewal. We got the renewal and
Yeah,
we
we gon'
got
we
you.
gonna make everything simple for you. Just
I got you. Just give us the money.
So what's the topic for today?
Well, the topic of the day is pretty interesting. I say that we'll have a great conversation. 3 reasons why you need school.
So I created that topic, and the reason why I created that topic is because it's a uncomfortable truth.
Hmm. Hmm.
And people want to dismiss school and not use it for their advantage. So I'm all about like you can't do anything in life without going through this process, right? At least high school. Whatever
Yeah.
you do after high school is up to you. Like I support whatever you do in high school or after high school.
Hmm.
But high school is a part of the process. So you cannot punt that off and be like, "Oh, I'm not gonna get anything out of this." We need to make sure you get something out of that process. No matter if your school is a high achieving school or low achieving school, there's fights or not any fights or whatever. You are there for a reason, and you need to use that environment to
Oh
your
yeah.
advantage, or you need to just
Please
work
take
through
advantage.
work through the the ins and outs of what that is. Whatever that environment looks like, you need to work through it because you was there for a reason.
Yeah.
So all of the troubles, all of the good stuff that happens, like you got to take advantage of whatever your high school has for you. So and then even if you go to trade school or regular college, you chose to be there. So
I would hope that you chosen to
you
be there.
chose to be there. So let's maximize the time. Like
Take advantage.
you got to take
Apply
advantage of.
yourselves.
That's all I'm saying is that's why it's an uncomfortable truth is because society is telling you that, oh, you don't need school. They are telling you that so you stay at a certain level.
Let's go.
What did I say a couple weeks ago? I said um formal education. Oh, I did write that. I typed that out. Hold on. This is uh
This
a
is
great quote.
This is groundbreaking.
Groundbreaking. I said formal education opens up deeper levels of thought. Self-education is how you apply the depth of the thoughts and the level of mastery you are willing to pursue. So you feel that
The level of
formal education
mastery.
is high school, college. Self-education is whatever's outside of those realms, but you have to be learning from anything and everything as you're growing up and going through these stages, especially high school. Do not let high school go by. If you're listening to this podcast, like I'm going to get y'all ready. I haven't even started my videos, but like I need to do this. I only got a month and a half to get you ready for school. And school is in session before you get there. We need to be on point. We have to have a goal going into the school year. You
Mhm.
like this is what I want to make in my classes. These are the grades that I want. So,
Well, you bring up a very interesting point because, you know, when I was going to school, I felt like, it was an option to either be there or not be there. So, how you feel about that?
eh, either you there because you have to or you there because you want to be there, right?
Yeah.
So, as high school is you have to or college, trade school, whatever formal education you do after high school, you chose to be there.
Mhm.
So either way, I need you to maximize that time. How do you maximize that time? You got to have a goal for yourself. If you let other people have goals for you, you can just like I said, punt it into
Ugh.
the. Why you shake your head?
I'm thinking about the last Madden game I played, and there was a lot of punting. It just, oh, it hurts my heart. But anyway,
So
um,
you have to maximize your time wherever you are. The whole world is at your fingertips. So you can't just learn off of a 1 minute video, a 3 minute video. You can't learn from the stands. You have to be out in there playing the game. You're wherever you're planted as a high schooler or you're in college, trade school, wherever you planted to do the learning part of your education,
mhm,
you need to be fully there and playing in that game. So you need to be as a participant as everybody else. Even the teacher you're participating with them. So I I I don't know if I talked about the four ways you can be against me. You're either with me or against me.
mhm,
So maximizing, you have to understand the roles people play in your life. There's four ways you can be with me and one way you can be against me. One way is you can be a fan or
mhm.
no,
All
you can
right.
be a cheerleader, right? That's the first way. That's the bottom tier, right? For, uh, a cheerleader because they cheer for everybody. In high school, they
Yeah,
cheer for everybody.
I am.
They go on
I'm giving
all of
them
the. They have no really. They only gonna cheer for you, yes, but
I prefer that.
they have no allegiance to they have no connection to whether you win or not. Like
Mm,
they don't really care. They just line it up on the side.
mhm.
Some of them do. I ain't gonna say they all don't,
Yeah,
but
big
as a cheerleader,
fans.
they are required to go to all of the games that they supposed to cheer at, and they supposed to cheer the same way, right?
Yeah.
Number 2, the next level up is a fan, somebody that's coming to watch you play. They have a vested interest. That's the word, vested. That's the phrase, the vested interest in whether you win or lose. Like they either went to the school, they're alumni, or they are a parent or just a
Hmm.
friend of classmates or whatever want to
Yeah.
support you. They have a connection to you. So you want those people in your lives. Cheerleaders, they can come and go, but they're not negative either. They're
Mm.
positive. So even
Very
if they are
positive.
negative outside, they're positive for you, right? So they cheering you on. The fans are there, they're cheering you on, and they want you to win. They are rooting for you to win.
They need me to win.
They need you to win because they have
Yes.
fun. They're entertained and everything. That's a part of the game. Number 3 is the, teammates. Those are the people that are around you. You need teammates, somebody that's gonna push you, to somebody that's gonna challenge you, somebody that's gonna work with you and do the extra things that are gonna take you to that next level. And then the 4th one is a coach. So all of these things go together. The coaches are the teachers. The teachers, any teacher uh, that is challenging you, you need to be around those people. You need to befriend them. Like, yes, you want to be coached hard. And coaching happens in other aspects of life.
Yes, it
We
does.
talk about sports because it's a clear cut. This is what these roles are, but in your environment, you gotta find these people that's gonna coach you up, that's gonna tell you some good information about their life, and then they gotta be happy with their lives. So those actual coaches, are they happy with their lives? Do they wanna be there? Are they
Is it fulfilling for them?
right? And you have to look at this, and you have to question whether these people are there for you. And the only way you can be against me is if you hinder my progress, right?
Please
You
don't do that.
yeah, so those teachers that don't challenge you and
Hmm.
just let you get away with stuff, you can't let those let you want to be not like you want to be friendly with them, right?
Yeah.
But you can't necessarily take that take that, take that. You can't
It,
necessarily take that help all the time, like and it's not help, and you might be a good student and all that stuff, but it's not challenging you, and when somebody takes that away from you to not challenge you, that they're doing a disservice to you, and I see a lot of that going on. "Oh, they're a good kid, and we'll just, you can get by with a couple things, and you're a kid, so you're gonna take advantage of that." But you have
I
to hold
did.
yourself accountable and be like, "Nah, man, that ain't me."
No. Uh, Lower the grades, but still pass it.
Yeah.
Just C's or D's. Anyway,
What does that mean?
that's passing.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm listening to this and I'm hearing your explanation, and it sounds like something that you need. It sounds like you need structure. Do you feel like you need to have structure?
Yes. That is so the first point was, you either there for, you have to be there or you choose to be there, right?
Hmm.
Number 2 is you need the structure. So, even though we're always we're always gonna be working towards our future self, right? So our what is it called? The reaching our fullest potential, right?
Mm.
We're always trying to reach our fullest potential. If you don't have structure and knowing exactly how to accomplish something like on a regular basis, like if I do this, I get that. If I get this and do it over and over and over again, I do homework, I do studying, I do all of that, and then I get a good grade on the test,
Mm.
not just by memorization, by doing the work necessary to learn the stuff,
Yeah.
um, because that structure, the you have to learn from it. You you can't just skip over this structure. And ultimately, if you want to run a business, I don't care what you want to do in life, everything has some type of structure, and you you're gonna have to practice this structure for a long period of time before you get what you want. And whatever it is that you want, most people want most of our students wanted to go into business and stuff. And I'm like, you're not conducting yourself as a business person. You're not conducting yourself as the CEO of your business.
Mm.
And you have to practice that so that you get good at it in multiple different areas. So that structure, the structure that, hey, you come in 7:30, you there on time, that's structure. You go to your class at a certain time, that's structure. The teacher hands out assignment, that's structure.
Mm.
They have a curriculum that they go through that's gonna progress you through whatever you're supposed to be learning in that class. That is structure. So if you can learn that structure, you can apply that to your own structure. Oh, I did this, so I can incrementally get better and better at this. And then if you add reverse engineering in it, like you automatically you got the curriculum and you got the work ethic. You already know what exactly you need. And that's where that practice comes in and maximizing your time. You got to practice so that you know different ways to learn. And one of the other things that I need to talk about is that you there are like a lot of people are visual learners or hands-on learners or listeners and
Yeah.
learn. You can't box yourself into one type of learning. That is you have to practice learning in multiple ways. I don't know why I keep on putting different in there, multiple different. But learning different learning styles, you can't just put yourself in a particular, "Oh, I learned this way." Eh,
Mhm.
you might need to sit down and listen to the guru that's gonna tell you how to make $1,000,000
No.
and and be able to learn from him. But but he's just talking, not hands-on, not doing anything, but he's
Yes.
just talking. You have to learn in that scenario. So that structure that you have in school or college or whatever, don't fight it. Just go through it. It's like going through the motions is what they say in basketball.
Okay.
Um, don't be going through the motions. And it forces you to practice successful habits is what it really comes down to. We
Yeah.
need to have to practice these successful habits over and over and over again. So it's second nature. So let me give you an example. When you go to your first job
Mhm.
and somebody is in there, one of your peers is because work environments are competitive.
Yeah.
If y'all in the same at the same entry level, y'all looking to get promoted if you want to
Yeah.
be there for a long
It
time.
is a race.
Right. So you got some of your peers when you go to your jobs, um, they already have this stuff down pat because they went they had 2-parent home, they went to a decent high school. They did, you know what I mean? They got all of this being showing up on time down.
Mm.
That's simple. Like, you don't have to work on that because it's already second nature. I already know I have to do this. So they're already moving on to deeper and deeper issues that they can help solve for the company or the organization. And you are still working on the basic fundamentals. That's what it is. And
Wow. Wow.
that's how it plays out long term, and that's why I keep on seeing. I'm like, man, we behind because we ain't working on these skills because society told us to punt in school and we don't need it. You don't need it. They're not teaching you what they need
Mm.
what you need to be successful. Nobody's gonna be able to teach you what you need to exactly what you need to be successful, but you can practice in any environment that you are in.
So you're saying that you need accomplishments in order
Yes.
to be successful, in order for your program to work, you need to see the steps, and accomplishments are steps.
Yeah. So that structure gives you so number 3, you need accomplishments.
Hmm.
So people do go crazy for graduating high school. Like that's cool and all, but what did you do in that high school period time, even in college? So my high school, I mean, I had accomplishments.
Hmm.
Like I got some awards for playing basketball and stuff, but I didn't necessarily do anything. And I mean, I got good grades and stuff, but I didn't necessarily. Well, I accomplished things. I built a computer in a computer program. Uh, I did the summer work program for 2 years, 2 summers, and
Yeah.
you see what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
accomplished some things
I
going into
accomplished
my
some things too. I was really successful in the subjects that I was really interested in. It was fantastic.
yeah, but and to piggyback off of that,
Hmm.
the subjects that you don't want to learn are going to be the ones that help you learn later on in life. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So the subjects that you are like, I don't really need this. I don't really though. If you worked on the habits and the learning and the structure and all of that stuff in those classes that you don't like,
Hmm.
and you're successful at it, you really know how you learn, you know how to complete stuff. You are actually applying what you're doing in those classes that you like for everything else, and that is the key to success. Being able to apply everything. I can apply my basketball habits to my job. That's what's made me a force to be reckoned with in anywhere I work. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
I'm using the basic principles of sports in my my work ethic at work.
Yes.
And a lot of y'all don't play sports anymore like we do, who did, or at least I did. But you need those need accomplishments. So even in college, let me go into college. College, I was a student, athlete. I was involved in a 4-year organization that certifies nonprofit professionals. I was a resident assistant. I did work study. Those are accomplishments over a long period of time. 4 years is a long time,
It is a long time.
and uh and just doing that, I got win after win after win after win. Those small wins turn into big wins is what is culminating into now. So we're doing this podcast. We might have not have as many listeners or whatever.
Please be our fan.
Please be our fan. Like this video, but um there's still small wins because we do it on a regular basis.
Oh
And
yeah.
then once we do it on a regular basis, it's going to build up into those bigger wins. And
Big
then
dubs for us.
ultimately
For you guys.
it's been building confidence for us, and it'll build confidence for you for getting those accomplishments. And this is not just you getting rewarded. Like I didn't get rewarded for the work that I did in college. The the reward was that I was capable of doing anything that I wanted. You know what I mean?
That is a
So
very good reward.
so it builds the confidence and knowing you can complete things and do it at a high level for a long period of time. So once you leave high school, college, or anywhere, you can be okay knowing that Imma make it no matter what. And I'm
Hmm.
at that stage right now. People are like, "Oh, you left your job? Why did you leave your job?" Like, you don't know what I was going through, so I don't feel like explaining it, and I don't feel like
You're
when
not gonna understand.
yeah, you're not gonna understand. They be like,
Yeah.
"So?"
Well,
Like, everybody goes through that stuff, like, not me.
I'm not everybody.
I'm not everybody, you feel me?
Stop putting me in a category. I'm gonna jump out the category. You'll see a whole different person. Anyway,
And then uh, what I really before we end this session, right on time too. Um, I wanted to say, don't let a persona keep you from reaching your fullest potential. So we get into the like I see it in athletes. If you're in like theater or whatever, you got this persona about you that you don't need to do, especially athletes. I don't know about
I
theater
don't
and
need
stuff.
to do that.
Yeah, I don't. I'm a go pro, and one of the and this translates into everybody. So um, that persona of being an athlete is causing them to not reach their fullest potential.
Mm.
That
Oh,
persona of, oh, I'm not a good learner, or I'm just anything that
I'm
you think is
I'm
is
good at
who you
this.
are.
This is my future.
Yeah, that that persona, whatever you have in your mind, don't let that be the box that you keep yourself in when you need to learn the things that are around that box so that you can become your fullest self and reach your fullest potential.
Yes, yes, that is a great thing, and you know it happens. You can see it happening. I don't know if school is well. Obviously, school is not the same, but you know you had your I want to say your popular crew, your
Yeah.
jocks,
Yeah.
and you know you had your computer people. I consider myself a computer person, uh, when I dabbled in the sports, I dabbled in the other things, and if I had a chance to do it again, I would definitely apply myself.
So the reason why I say the persona is because you're it's a part of like a identity. Dang, I just had to write. It's part of your identity. Like you put that on yourself. And it's a part of, oh, the interest. Like
Mm,
you're interested. He's a computer guy, so he was just interested in computers or technology or whatever.
hmm.
And you could just be, oh, I'm good at English, and you could be great at
I'm great at
English.
English.
You know what I mean? But you need science. You need to apply that English to science. You need to apply these principles in other ways where you're not interested in, because a lot of the stuff that is going to make you successful that you need to learn is
Hmm.
not going to be interesting, and it's going to be boring. Let me say that again. It is
Yes.
going to be boring. It is not necessarily fun unless you're highly interested in this particular spot. But like shooting free throws is not necessarily the fun part. Practicing free throws is not necessarily running up and down the court just without a basketball, doing lines and stuff. That's
None of
not
that is
necessarily
fun.
fun. The fun part is what you get out of it. You know what I mean? So that, like,
Success.
it's success. And the interest, you have to be overall interested in yourself
Hmm.
first. And that persona is going to kill you, because you're not going to reach your fullest potential in a box that you already set for yourself.
Don't put
Oh,
me
I
in the
don't do
box.
this. A lot. And the persona can be anything. It'd be like, oh, I'm a this guy, or I'm a this girl, or like
Oh,
I'm a that
I
is
got a
deep.
persona right now.
Yeah, it's deep, right?
This is called I Don't Swim.
Right, and we're gonna go take swim lessons.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
We're not gonna
Why
pay for
not?
something that I
Why
can
not?
naturally figure out.
No, you ain't gonna figure it out.
I know. That's why we're not gonna pay for it either.
But that's what that's a perfect example, because
Yeah,
it
see
expands.
how we did that?
You may not go swimming, you may not go on a cruise, you may not know don't do anything, but that learning how to swim can save your life, though.
Keyword. I already experienced my life while trying to swim.
But you didn't know how to swim.
I did know how to swim.
You did?
Yes. It was terrible. It's called a panic. When you look at the bottom and you're like, oh, it's not that deep. And you get in the middle and you're like, oh, where's the floor at? Because you're in the 8 foot dummy. You barely 5 foot. So out of the water we went. And
So, yeah, like, what
I've
happened?
I've gotten in pools before, you know. But
I'm just saying, like, so
it's,
even if not, we'll take you out of it.
yeah,
A person that said has one negative experience, a negative experience,
very nice.
and almost drowns or whatever, you might need to face that fear that so that it opens and expands it up your world up to new possibilities in other aspects because you're closing off a corner of your psyche, and you might be closing off corners in a whole bunch of different areas, but you got to face those fears and those disadvantages in multiple areas. So um facing your fear in one, like, I just had the interest of riding a motorcycle.
Hmm.
I ain't never rode a motorcycle or a two-wheeler or anything like that, so I was like, I might as well go see if I can do it. I mean, people take the class all the time, might as well go. I'm not that scared. I never had a, negative experience though,
Yeah.
but but it opened the possibilities to other things. Like, I can go learn this. I can go do this. I can get more comfortable in that way. I can get more confidence. That might be a key to unlocking somebody's confidence in something that you don't even think is holding you back. I'm just saying that's what I learned over the years, and I can't
Well,
give
you
you.
you might be on to something.
I'm always on to something.
Um, we're gonna apply it to not swimming though. 'Cause we got way bigger fires in my life. We can apply that to.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the three reasons why you need school.
You do need school.
And let's go back over it. The three reasons why you need school: you have to be there, or you chose to be there. Number two, you need the structure. Number three, you need the accomplishments that you do while you putting in work at the school.
Non-participation ribbon.
Yeah, we don't need participation
You might
because
get one of them.
why?
Not while I'm around.
No,
You
I'm
you
alright.
either you win or you lose. But either way, you learn how not to lose when you lose. Figure it out. Get no damn ribbon. Anyway.
But everybody wants you, like, yeah, if I had kids, like, I'm not letting them win at anything. Like, and I would not let them win for a long period of time until they learned actually how to win. Like, I used to play,
Oh, well, yeah.
um,
That'd be that kind of daddy too now.
yeah, so I used to play Connect Four with some of the fourth and fifth grade students at the elementary school, and one of the students got good and started beating me. I was like, "All right, you play the other students."
Mm-hmm.
He beat me a couple times. Like, I still had the better record, but he
Yeah.
beat me a couple times. I was like, "All right, you getting it?" Like, but that's something that it was playful, but it gave him confidence that he could figure it out. He played it long enough. They got rewarded. That was their reward to play me in Connect Four and stuff.
Man, that's
So,
awesome.
um, if you did what you're supposed to do and didn't have no attitude or whatever, we we could play this at the end. Like, I ain't gonna never take. Like, I want to play it during my work day too. So I'm
That
trying to
messed
do
this
the same
that
thing.
messed this up for your teachers. Playtime almost. Don't Billy, sit down.
But and that example is to look at it long term. When you leave high school or college or whatever, them people, you not a lot of people are going to want to hold your hand and develop you personally.
That's true.
Ain't nobody sitting there like, oh, you got to do this. Like, they're not gonna give you step by step how to get a promotion, or how to move up the rank so in your job. They want you to stay right where you are because then it's more competition on at their level
Yeah.
once you get there. So they're afraid of you. So especially those people that you work with, like they probably saying something to the boss behind your back anyways. You
Mm.
gotta think like that a little bit.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? Until actions speak louder than words, right? Because I had people talking behind my back. I ain't even know the people and stuff. But
That's terrible.
so you developing those habits, those successful habits, like I never got in trouble for anything because first of all, once you get into that job, like you have to learn the ropes. Like people don't give you enough time to really learn what you need to learn. So they expect you to come in and already know how to do whatever it is that you.
Mm.
And I'm like, you. And in the learning process, you're going to mess up. You're going to fail sometimes, and hopefully it's minimal, minimal damage, but you're not gonna get the procedure right the first time. You know, the steps right of whatever it is that you're doing on a regular basis. Like they have to teach you that. And it's gonna be in a handbook. You're gonna read it, they're gonna test you. Like everything you did in high school and college, that's exactly how they gonna expect you to learn. There ain't no engagement, like ain't no interest. Like I need you. You an engineer. I need you to learn this process
Hmm.
right here. This is what we use so that you can get paid. You need to learn it, right? How you gonna learn it? You gotta even if you are a visual learner or a learner by hand, so you gotta create whatever they give you, whatever information they give you, you gotta translate that into however you learn.
Yeah.
And that's why you need that's why you need high school and or whatever school that you at.
I was just thinking about how I do that myself. This podcast gets you to thinking and really wanting to work on yourself.
Ain't nobody
So,
gonna do it for you. Didn't nobody do it for me.
mhm.
Like people I've been overlooked and underestimated my whole life. So um I just did the work. Like if you read my book it talks about when I was in 10th grade and my 10th grade basketball coach um worked did workouts, led the workouts for me and my friend Larry. And like he told me, he was like, you have to if you want to get good, you're gonna have to do the things that in the off season. You don't have to work in the off season. So
Mhm.
the off season is not a specific season. The off season is when people aren't looking. What are you doing? What work are
I'm
you putting
working.
in?
I'm working.
Yeah, I'm always working. Or like thinking is working. Working smarter and work harder. Like I can
You can,
think it, and then I'm going to. So this is dang. I can't. Can I mention that my new adventure?
yeah, you can do it.
Nah, nah, I got a new adventure. Imma just keep it at that. I got a new adventure that I was watching a whole bunch of videos on
Mhm.
how to do everything as a part of this creative project, right? So I'm going through every step, every step, every step. This is the all the way through. These are the little things. Then I had questions. So my specific questions I typed in and got specific answers too. So like I went through the whole reverse engineering process. So now when I got all of the things that I need to start this new adventure, now I'm just practicing what I learned from the videos and people talking and asking questions and doing all of those things. Now I'm putting it into practice. That's how that process goes. You have to continuously do that in everything that you do to learn everything that you need to learn to be successful. Because, like I said, those little portions of your persona and your life that
Mhm.
you are afraid of or not approaching with the type of learning and openness, the willingness, the mindset,
Nope.
um, then you're blocking some of your gifts. I think.
No what? I'm not gonna say that. That's inappropriate. Anyway, I thought it though. I'll tell you about it.
All right. We're gonna go eat after this. Let's get back to our
You want to do the questions?
yeah, let's do some questions.
Man, I looked at you today. That's all right. All right. Well,
Hold on. Let's see. You already got one ready? Hold
I
on.
got one ready. I gotta show them
Where is the
3,000 questions.
countdown? Yeah, there it is. 15 minutes and then we're gonna end it. What we got? You don't even know where you left off.
Yeah, I do. I marked it. So we're at 156, and it says, "Would you rather lose all your old memories or never be able to make new ones?"
Hmm.
That's crazy. Oh man.
So at this point, I would rather be able to make new ones. I'd rather lose all my old memories. Because from this point forward, I'm making new memories that I
Oh,
remember.
okay. You know what?
Say something like we on a podcast.
And I don't want to lose my old memories, but my new adventures, I'm not gonna be able to remember them joints. That's crazy work.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. So
And hold on, go ahead before we move
I
on.
want to keep my old memories. But you know what? In retrospect, when we get old anyway, we're gonna lose them anyway. So I'd rather just make some new ones because I'm gonna forget them anyway. Some of them I hope I never forget. Let me tell you, that's the reason why I want to keep my memories. Like, woo.
But so I don't know the quote, but it's called talking about living in the past, living in the present, and the future,
Mm-hmm.
and living in the future. So a lot of us get stuck on the past, and we can't move. If we can't be in the present because we're so stuck on some of the past, and then we can't think in the future because the focus is on the past too much. You see what I'm saying? And I
Yeah.
think there's a fine line in there because we talk about trauma and
Oh
things like
boy.
that, like in the black struggle, right?
Yeah.
So those things are yes, they are vital to who we are, but at the same time, we got to look at the present and how we can move in this now, how we can use that to our advantage to know what we're doing now, and also be thinking in the future, like, what is this going to do for us later? You know what I mean?
Mm.
So, a lot of us are like, I get people send me videos and stuff about um we're not Indian, or we're indigenous and all of this stuff, and I'm like, what does that matter now though? You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
It makes sense because it doesn't. We're in the now. Whatever.
We're in the now, right? And
Whatever.
then what does it look like in the future? Like, are we still gonna be talking about we're indigenous? What are they gonna give us a reservation? No,
No.
they're
You,
not.
you
Like,
want to know what we're gonna be called? We're gonna be called United. And it's not gonna be a skin color or race. It's just gonna be united humans.
we all
And
gonna be light skinned. That's what
there's
they
gonna
gonna
be a
be
lot of people
mulattoes.
staying inside them. That's how I got this golden crisp. I stay inside.
But that's something to think about, though. Yeah, we move on, but that's something to think about.
That is something.
Are you living in the past? Are you thinking about the past too much? Like, how are we translating that into the present, and then how are we gonna bring that to the future? So
I'll say this to say this. If I'm thinking about the past, I'm thinking about how I can make that happen in the future.
you want to make slavery happen in the future?
No, I'm
Oh,
talking about my memories. Why do
oh.
I want slavery to come back?
And sometimes you just need to make new memories because uh,
It will be new.
it will be new, but you're still holding on to that. It's never going to be the same as whatever it
Oh,
is that you
it may be better.
it may be better, but, like, are you open to it being
Hell
better?
yes, I am. I
What are you
mean,
talking about?
great memories is what I'm talking about. Um, so question 157. Have you ever been at the wrong place at the wrong time and where? Yes. Yes, I
Was it a
have.
negative experience? I don't know.
It was positive because it was wrongful identification. And, apparently sometimes you can be colorblind or just being precautious. So I don't know if you want to hear the story. It's pretty quick.
It ain't no story quick with you.
It is. I promise it's gonna be
Alright,
quick.
go ahead,
So I show up to work at McDonald's early, and I was like, so took my stuff. I was gonna go to the mall. Go to the mall. See a car pass in the parking lot. It's slow. All of a sudden, I turn around. It was like 6 police cars, guns all drawn and stuff. I get on the
pointing at
ground.
you?
Yeah, I got a Nike bag, so looks like I'm carrying some stuff. But and I had a beeper back then. Um, so apparently somebody in some orange was waving a gun around on the bus stop, and I just happened to just get off the bus stop.
And you had orange on?
No, I had on red,
Oh.
which is even more frustrating. But anyway, I had on some red, and they thought my beeper was a gun, and so they told me to turn it off and turn it on, which still doesn't make sense to me at all. But whatever. That was it. Told you it was quick.
Yeah, usually this dude be saying a whole bunch of information that we don't need.
I kept it clean this time.
Alright.
So 158. Have you ever been whistled at in public? No.
No. No.
Oh, that's for dogs.
Maybe, um, like, hollered at? Let's change it. Have you ever been hollered at by a woman?
Oh, well then is that what the whistling is?
I
I
think that's what
literally
it is.
thought it was just physical whistle. Like, who the whistling
Like
at?
like,
Oh, well that's
uh,
different. That's different.
have you
No,
ever been
no,
hollered at? Like,
no,
and no woman chase you down, be like, "Hey,
no.
back in the younger days, man, I had it."
I don't recall it.
Alright.
It might have happened. I don't know. All right. Well, cool. 159. What is something totally relatable to you?
Totally relatable. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Um,
I'm like confused. The last couple of questions.
uh, totally relatable to me. Like I think my specific skill sets that I've learned over the years, I think that's totally relatable to me. Um, like the combination is crazy, right? So athlete, Zumba instructor, cycle instructor, uh, what is some other stuff that I've done? Uh, yeah, like uh, humanitarian, American Humanics program,
Mm,
into like all of the different things that I'm into, like that interest me. Like I go in depth when I'm like reading books and all of those things. Like I think
yeah.
that's very particular to me.
Um, I don't have the same kind of ambiance of response that you have. I'm gonna say that championships happen in the month of June, since championships just happen in the month of June. That's my relatable right now. What time we out? We still got some time. So, 160. What's the best pickup line you ever heard? Oh, wow.
I never remember stuff word for word. I am bad at word for word. So you got one?
No, no,
You,
because
you can't spell dang, what is that? I don't know. I don't remember it. Skip that one because I can't think of word by word for word. Like it takes me everything. Like I have to actually
yeah, I
read
got
line for line over and over and over again if I want to learn something. Like I came across a little short little story
mhm.
about teamwork and people stepping up that I want to learn as a part of my speeches that are coming up
Oh, okay. I like that.
if I'm in a corporate environment.
Hmm. 161. Would you ever steal to provide for your family?
I probably would.
Yeah, I think that's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
And
I mean, if it's food or something like yeah,
I would probably just, nominate myself to do it because,
I'll take the rap for it.
yeah,
If we get called looters anyway, so
yeah.
we in a flood and
Out
they're
of
looting the store. The store is flooded. We just trying to get some stuff out of there.
Yeah, I just want to let you know that if you say the right things, you too can be out in jail in 30 minutes or less. Um, 162. In your opinion, who do you consider a visionary?
Uh, Unpopular opinion is Elon Musk.
Okay.
Yeah, he has a vision of making humans interstellar dwellers. And I already see the vision already because he reverse engineered all of it. And what a part of reverse engineering is taking all the little pieces that you see that out of the full goal um and practicing those. So what do we need to be on Mars? We need to we can't we can't ship petroleum out to Mars, right?
Mm-mm.
Like, so we ain't gonna have gas. What do we need? Electric cars, solar power, right? All of these things, like we gotta practice and perfect. We need rockets that'll go up and come back down. Like all of these things are are he reverse engineered what his ultimate goal is, and whatever his politics are and how he's treating people, whatever um, but that specific part, he's a visionary, and he'll probably get it now since his company went public,
Um,
SpaceX, with a 135,000 $1 million or whatever $1 billion valuation.
mm,
People were talking about that online. But who do you think of visionary? Al Davis? Just
no,
win, baby, win.
to be quite honest, I have a lot of people I would consider visionaries in my own little way, just because of the display and sometimes the conversations that we have. So I have an array of them. It's no one I can set aside as a top visionary. Um, 163. If you could live forever, would you want to?
Yep. I want to see these idiots long term.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Like,
Did it?
how bad is it gonna get fucked up? I'm sorry for cursing, but yeah, that's what I want. I want to be in perfect health too. So if I have to,
Yeah.
if you decide to do 100 games for real,
I need to be able to
I'm gonna be able to run.
compete.
Oh, you know what? I do need to take swimming lessons.
For the Hunger Games.
For the Hunger Games. You people is wild trying to survive. Just survive.
I need to be able to tread water. I can't tread water at all.
We gonna be in class together.
We're gonna be drowning together. Like they got do your feet, boy.
Give me one of them floaties. I need a floaty around my
know.
elbows,
In the deep end.
knees, and toes. Anyway,
Like I wanna jump off a cliff.
you tripping? I ain't jumping off.
This dude ain't going on a float trip, nothing.
Why am I gonna go on a float trip and I don't know how to
Cause
swim?
it's fun. Like
It ain't gonna be fun if I drown. Yeah.
We floating. Everybody's out there, man. The river ain't that deep. It's like 3 feet deep. Some places it's a little. Hey, I can tell you a story.
No.
So with the American Humanics organization I was in college, it's the National Leadership Alliance now. But so we would have these fall retreats, right? It was required to go on, right? And we would take the money from the previous years that we fundraised and all that stuff to use towards going on this fall retreat with everybody. And I think we did a cabin, something like that, or a day out at a lake or whatever. And we had tubes and stuff. Not tubes, but we had a big
Kayak, canoes.
no, a big raft. That we had a big raft. So we got a bunch of rafts, and one of the we all got, it was like 6 or 7 people on each raft or whatever. But there was this cheerleader that, hey, she was fine too. She she was at the front of my boat, on top of the boat. She had this piece of bread in her hand that she was eating because it was hot out, and I guess she wanted some bread. So she was eating some bread, and we hit a rock or something, and because she was on the front hanging out, and she fell into the water, and we going downstream, so we rolled over.
Oh no!
And she didn't get hurt, but like
yes, she did. Her
feelings got hurt. But she got up. She was cool. She got up and and she had that piece of bread in her hand, and it didn't even get wet or nothing. I was
so
like,
you
"How
got
you still
ran
got
over
the
by the boat? No, not my bread."
right?" I was like, "How did the bread not get
Gotta
wet?"
save
I
it.
forgot her name too. I wonder.
That is crazy, son.
I probably got some Facebook pictures of that day, but also with 3 reasons why you need school is that you can't. This is a very important message. This is my last and final words for this podcast. You cannot develop in a silo. If you don't know what a silo is something that just holds some grain, and it's a big tower, right?
If you drive cross country and you drive through the Midwest, you will see several of them.
Yeah. So people, you like to take that persona, and this is who I am, and you like to be with those same people and all of that stuff. That's developing in a silo. You're not gonna have the same friends that you had in high school. You're not gonna have the same friends that you had in college. You're not gonna have the same friends throughout your whole life. You're gonna have other people that come around that become your friends, like me and CJ. Like you can't develop in a silo. And one of the biggest things that, especially with the things that have been happening, that have been continuing to happen, as far as the young people, and getting the tragedies that are happening, um, these young people, they were in their development, but nobody knew them. So like, and they didn't live a long life, but if something was, I told my students, if something was to happen to me right now that was tragic, like something like somebody does something to me and I end up dying or whatever, um, racially motivated or whatever.
Oh my goodness.
You haven't heard the stories and stuff that's going on?
Hmm.
Okay, so but if something was to happen to me, it'll be a lot of people that I have touched over the years, with my character and my personality that would be upset. Like, it wouldn't just be my family. So, what I'm saying is that, like, don't get stuck in your persona, don't get stuck in just your friend group or whatever. You gotta explore, you gotta do different things. What made me think about that is because, like, I was in an organization that had people from all walks of life, and we came together to actually run a nonprofit organization and a community service organization inside the school that allowed me to be in somebody else's, not even somebody else's, in a different space so I
Hmm.
can meet different people instead of school and basketball. Like I could have hang out.
Oh, okay.
I hung out with the basketball players, but I could hang out with these if I didn't feel like doing what they was doing, I'm going over here to these people or whoever. Like I was connected, and if you want to go to college, I would suggest go to a smaller school because you're gonna get more opportunities to practice in a structured environment.
Hmm.
So all of the things that I did
I
in
do
in
agree with that.
college, everything that I did in college, like, it was practice for who I am today. Like, I can do multiple things and understand that I have the goals to do this, this, and this.
Mm.
Every day I have different goals that I have to accomplish so that I can, be a professional in every aspect.
Oh yeah.
Um, so don't develop in a silo. Get out there, do some things, experience some things, join an organization, join you can't it gets harder to make friends later on in life.
Yeah.
And it's statistically proven that like it's harder for you to make friends in life because you're not doing going out and doing things, and partying is not uh, the only thing that you can do. You have to join organizations. You gotta volunteer and do different types of things that help you get around people that and do it not because you're gonna get a return or people think you're a great person or like don't do it because of that. Just do it because you want to help somebody else out.
Yeah.
The do it because you want to have fun or you just sign up for a kickball team that you don't know anybody and go play kickball on a regular basis. If you show up every single week and you play kickball, they're going to get to know you.
I would hope
And you're
so.
going to have some people that you can connect with on a deeper level
Yeah.
and you can actually be friends and maybe y'all become friends over the years and you get to meet their family and stuff and that's the number one thing is that like I know Hispanic people, I know black people, I know white people, I know Indian people. Like people invite me to go eat with them and come to their house, and like they
It's
invite me
true.
like they their family and stuff. And I'm like, I don't even know. I'm gonna be the like I got invited to Jennifer. I didn't even know Jennifer really, really, and um that like were we went to the parties together or
Yeah.
whatever,
Yeah. Yeah.
birthday parties, and
Fantastic time.
but she invited me to her daughter's graduation. And I was like,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
I'll go.
nice.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
You in
And I
there.
didn't know nobody there, and
We in there. Your presence is dominating.
I don't know about all that, but I'm
But
just open.
people want you to be around. That's
Yeah,
what I meant.
I appreciate that,
People want.
and I appreciate being invited to all of these things,
Oh
and
yeah.
but I don't keep myself in a silo of just the people that I know, and like a lot of people in this world, you like I get out and meet not just because I mean we're in a common place or something, but like I'm not analyzing whether I didn't analyze whether like characteristics of CJ when I was like he's gonna be my friend or whatever, and I got and we are similar or whatever. It wasn't like that. Like I do a good job of evaluating character, but
You did a great job. See, I told you, audience, and I'm a kick-ass person. Please believe me. Speaking of appreciation, how's everybody appreciate CJ month? How's that going for everybody? Is
I
everybody
forgot.
having a good time? Are you all the way up? I'm all the way up. There's no reason for me to be down. Even when I pay bills, I'm not gonna be down. You want to know I'm happy that I'm able to pay bills and have the bills to be able to pay, I guess. But to be quite honest, I'm being responsible this year because usually I take appreciation month off and nobody gets paid nothing.
What?
Oh yeah, it can happen. If you pay your bills on time, then you can afford to live the month and be like, oh, I'll pay next month. I haven't. Anyway, CJ Appreciation Month,
We appreciate CJ.
and I appreciate all of you. Thank you. You're too kind. You're too kind. Let me tell you. That's next Wednesday. That's a lot of time. But no. This subject was really really good and was eye opening, and I think that you touched a lot of things about structure and having to be forced into the structure of being great and how it forces you to achieve things and accomplishments of things of that nature. So I think this was a very successful and informational podcast today. What do you think, guys? What do we do?
All right. You got any last words? Famous last words?
No, my famous last words is try to be all the way up. I want to let you guys know that all the stuff that I've been hoping and wishing for you is going to stop when I turn 45. I've been preaching this to you, telling you to be all the way up, be committed to excellence. I'm giving you all this free advice because I care. But if you're not doing it on June 24th, 2026, if you're not committed to it, I'm not going to suggest anymore. That you, whatever you want to do, and I'm just going to look at you from afar because I'm all the way up. You're not going to bring me down. That's not happening.
You got to be moving in a positive.
Yeah, better get your positive shoes on. Buy some Nikes. Do something.
Buy some Nikes. All right. And give me my theme music. Buy some Nikes.
I'm prepared to beat that charge. My hands up above the restricted area, he OC, that's a charge. They leasing, they rent team, my shit paid for what they charge. Ain't nothing for you to go out here and go get it on the one roof. Gotta get